Gonna give me extra money, but they don't say the amount. They just said extra money. Woo. Hey everybody, it's 6:40 a.m. We're in the car and we're on our way to Starbucks. Let's find out how much we're gonna get for this opportunity. It looks like we're gonna get $8.35 for 4.6 miles. Let's get on over there to Starbucks and pick it up. Somebody in the comments said that they wanted to see the miles that we're driving and then the miles per gallon that we're getting. So I thought I'd add that to the video. So every time that we get an offer and we discuss the offer, you will see up above in either red or green the number of miles that we're currently at for the day and the amount of miles per gallon that we're getting. Hold on, we're getting another opportunity, an additional $7.46 for another 10.9 miles. Get out of here. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, so now you guys, whenever an offer comes in, you'll see the mileage and miles per gallon for the day or for that moment as it keeps adding, as the miles keep adding up for the day. I think that makes sense. And then if it's in red, that means of course that it's DoorDash, and if it's green, that means it's an UberEats order. My new fuzzy microphone, can you see it? It's in black. You almost can't even see it. Look how the tilt of it. You see the fuzzy? It's like a little pom-pom. I had no idea it was so big, but hopefully it does its job, because once we get in the summertime, this car's air conditioning is going to be blasting, and there's no way I'm not going to be in this car without my air conditioning on. I'm sorry. Good, how you doing? Good. Good. All right, well, it looks like we're going to be going to a house, and it's a leave at the door. There is a place right by the front door. There is a place right by the front door. Did you know? That's a very strange thing to say, that there is a place right by the front door. There is a place for what? A place for me to like sit and take a nap? I guess they're saying there's a place right by the front door to leave the order. That's probably what they meant. But so let's go to this place right by the front door and drop this Starbucks order off. I think I forgot to mention it's about 2.5 miles away, and it's going to take us 5 minutes to get there. Watching all the people's videos that do the DoorDash stuff, and they're real upset about that tier program. They don't like it at all. Everybody's so bummed about how slow it is. And I guess one guy was saying that's because so many people are in the program that it's creating a glut of drivers that are eligible. So there's just not enough orders to go around. And so eventually the theory was that people would give up, and then those that stuck it out would be rewarded. And so more power to them, I say. You want to go for that big money and make those hard sacrifices, you go for it. And I hope you all make tons of money from your hard sacrifices from taking those horrible orders, because there is absolutely no way I would take not even one horrible order, let alone the tens of orders that are going to have to be taken every day until you're finally rewarded for those with those big orders. You can have them. It's going to be an odd day. I have to go to Lowe's or Home Depot or somewhere, and I got to get a new kitchen faucet. The kitchen faucet started leaking into the cabinet underneath the sink, and it's getting all loose and wobbly, and I don't know. I had some guy come out and try to fix it, and He claimed to know what he was doing, but he obviously didn't know what he was doing. So, and it's an old faucet, so I'll just start fresh. Get a brand new faucet, have a professional come in and put it in brand new, and I should be good to go. But this stupid faucet has been a headache for so long, and I just can't wait to get rid of it. This app took me the long way around to get to this house.
Turn right on Blanchard Drive, then drop off.
I could have gone the other way and got here in probably half a mile shorter distance. Oh well, my bad for not looking. It's gonna be on the left. It's probably gonna be where all these cars are. Let's see. Yep, that's where all these cars are. Just pop right in here. All right, I'll be right back. How it made sense. I saw what they were talking about, and you guys saw too. It was like an alcove, I guess, or a niche, or is it a niche? I don't know what you call that. Maybe that's why they didn't describe it. They could have just said a ledge. You said there's a ledge by the door you can set it on. But it is hard to describe what that is. It was a very strange indention in the wall where you could place a little bag, not a big bag, but a little bag. So that worked out. Well, now it's slow again, so we are going to be cruising back towards home base because it looks like it's going to be another slow day today, which is fine with me because, you know, I have a lot of things I have to do other than deliver stuff. I got a comment from somebody yesterday about being too negative about rich people. So I told them, I said, okay, well, I'll make less commentary on the wealthy unless it's relevant. Because when I think about it, you know, when I go to those places that are real fancy, it's just front of my mind about the inequities between classes and how, you know, there are so many people that I see, especially, you know, people on YouTube. I see a lot of people that struggle so bad. And then to see people on the complete opposite spectrum, it's such a shocking difference in how people live. So it's very hard as a person who sees, you know, who experiences these things, and to see people on the opposite spectrum. It always comes to the front of my brain. But they're right. I shouldn't pick on anybody in particular unless there's a scenario that calls for it. So I agreed with what they had said. So that was what had happened yesterday with their comment. And so we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to make a concerted effort to focus on whatever's just currently happening to criticize. I shouldn't say criticize. I should say commentary. Whatever I happen to make comments on. I don't want to be negative about that either. Because you really don't want to be negative. All you want to do is try to just give your opinion on a situation, and maybe it's a positive opinion and maybe it's a negative, but it's just commentary. So I'll be giving commentary on whatever happens to be happening at the moment. Turned on the Walmart Spark app, and my first offer was $19 and change for 18 miles, and that doesn't even include the miles for me to drive to the location. I was like, oh hell no. So I rejected it. But they never seem to send any offers that are reasonable. I think that if they would just send something that was, you know, it would have to be at least $1.50 for every mile, and then I would have to add in the miles it's going to take me to drive over there. So I have to add in, I would say I have to add in at least a minimum of 4 miles to drive to the location, you know, just at random, because I don't know where I'm going to even be at the time, but just to round it up, I would say add 4 miles. So even that one, oh, something's coming in. It's UberEats, $4.67 for 11.3 miles. No, thank you. Yeah, so I'll round up. So that particular one, what did I say? I think I said it was like 18 miles. So that would have been 22 miles for $19. That was not worth it at all. Walmart Spark keeps sending me the same offer. They sent the exact same offer again. I guess it just keeps going around and around till somebody takes it. $8.16 from Uber Eats for 8 miles. No, thank you. Goodbye. Yeah. They must do that. They must just keep cycling the offers around. Sometimes the other apps do that too, but I think other people are more likely to accept them than I guess on Walmart Spark. I guess maybe they have just fewer drivers overall that are receiving them, especially right now at 7:05 a.m. Okay, everybody, we got our first Walmart Spark order, and we're going to be getting $27.02, and we have to drop off 3 deliveries. I'm trying to figure out how to explain this one because I barely understand it myself. The trip says it's going to be 5.1 miles to complete. However, it's going to take us to drive over there about 6.6 miles to drive over there. So if I do my math, that's 11.7 miles to complete this adventure. So that comes out to well over $2 a mile. So that's why I took it. So let's see what fun is in store for us on our first adventure into Walmart Spark. I don't know what the process is at all. I did the training on how to do the Walmart Spark so long ago when I first got it, so I'm completely at a blank about what to do. I'm just gonna treat it like it's Uber doing a Walmart. So I assume I just have to scan barcodes, and then that's it. Then just drop it off, whatever this says, and then probably maybe scan the barcodes again. I don't know. I'll just follow whatever instructions it says on the app, and hopefully it works out. I have to be back home in about an hour and 20 minutes to go to the hardware store, but it's not a hard deadline, so I'm still okay. I just hope this app doesn't start throwing me other orders while I'm trying to deliver. I'm not even exactly sure how to stop it from sending me more orders. Oh boy. That's the fun thing about when you do something new. It's the app that creates the complications because they don't make the app similar at all. Everything is different. But the premise is always the same. It's just you get the stuff and you drop it off. So maybe at a red light, I'll start perusing through the app, because the first thing I want to do is make sure I turn it off so I'm not getting any more offers. Okay, another thing I noticed is that it says the curbside pickup is for 7:45 a.m. Well, it's 7:46 a.m. now, and I'm not there. So I guess I'm late. So I guess the other thing I should have considered was how long would it take me to get over here, because the app doesn't consider that at all. Unfortunately. So maybe I'll get in trouble. They'll just be like, oh, you didn't show up in time. Naughty, naughty. It's 7:47 a.m. I'm now 2 minutes late to arrive at the Walmart curbside pickup. I don't know what you're supposed to do about that. My guess is that you're just supposed to know. But how would I know? This is my first one. All I know is they offered it to me and I said, okay. Maybe they'll let me slide the first time. They'll be like, it's okay. It's your first time. You're learning. Because I can't even click confirm arrival because I'm not there yet. I still have 0.3 miles. It says I'll arrive at 7:49. So I've got 1 to 2 more minutes to go before I get there. So that's going to put me 5 minutes late of arrival time. And the app hasn't said anything new. There's nothing flashing saying you missed it or you're arriving too late. We've given the order to somebody else. It doesn't say anything like that. So I guess I'm going to find out when I get there. It's kind of exciting in a way. You know, it's something new. Because I've been with the other apps for so long that I know all the different rules and everything about them. For the most part, I would say 90%. But this one, I don't really know anything. So I do know where the pickup spot is. So at least I have that on my side. All right, well, I'm here and I entered in the parking spot that I'm at. And there's a lot of other people here, and there seems to be currently one Walmart employee helping people load their stuff up. And that seems to be about it at the moment. I don't seem to be in trouble. It says I have labels to scan. Label scan 0 of 22. So now I've got to scan. It looks like I have to scan 3 orders. And looks like, I guess there's 22 labels to scan. And I don't know when they're going to get to me. I have no idea. Fun, fun, fun. Well, there's nothing else really to say. I've got to watch out for the people when they finally come over to me to communicate whatever the heck is going on. So I got nothing else to say. There's nothing going on. I am a little bit worried about all my delivery bags. I think one time I came here and they said I had to have a completely empty trunk or something like that. But I think that was at I think that was like at a Walmart grocery. They told me that. I don't think they ever told me something like that here. So anyways, this is different. Well, I've been here 8 minutes now. And right now they're helping the guy next to me load up his car. And that's it. And he seems to be almost done with his car. And there are still, I think there's still one or two more cars in queue that are not, that were here before me. But this is a long wait. I mean, it's going to be going on 10 minutes. Now it's 9 minutes. So it's going to go on 10 minutes before I've gone. And on the videos, they say usually it's like 5 or 6 minutes. So this looks like it's going to take at least double that amount of time to get my stuff. So, and I got to make sure I don't lose my DoorDash. I kept checking that. Let's see, I got 30 minutes left. So I just reset my DoorDash. So yeah, oh, now the guy next to me, he's leaving. He's happy. He's got his stuff. And I don't think there's anybody else. Oh no, there's other people over there that are waiting still too. My goodness. This is crazy. I don't know if I'll ever do this again. This seems like a waste of time, in my opinion. I mean, I'm getting, what did I say? I'm getting $27. So I guess I'm good for an hour, about an hour and a half. So they got me for an hour and a half. So if I started at about 7:45, let's say 8:45, they have me until 9 a.m. and then that's it. So hopefully it doesn't go any longer than 9 a.m. Especially considering it says it's only supposed to take 41 minutes total, and it's a 5.1 mile trip. So it shouldn't take that long. But I'm out here all by myself. Like, where's my Walmart worker to help me? Come and help me, somebody. I need my groceries. All right. Well, the app says because I've been waiting so long, they're going to give me extra money. But they don't say the amount. They just said extra money. Woo. Exciting. I wonder how much it's going to be. $1. So I'm looking at compensation because now this has been over 15 minutes since I've been here. And all it says is if your order hasn't been loaded 10 minutes after confirming arrival, you'll get extra earnings. And then after 30 minutes, you can cancel with no impact to your metrics. It doesn't say anything about compensation. And then when I tried to contact support, they pretty much just said, you're going to get extra money. So just shut up and wait. That's essentially what it did. All right, maybe someone's coming now, I think. Got the stuff in the car. This is exciting. And the guy was really nice. We had a nice conversation about delivering. And so he was a little nervous for me because I told him, well, this is the first time I've done the Walmart Spark. So he was a little nervous. He was more about like, well, you know, sometimes it could be like, you got to climb like 5 flights of stairs to deliver this stuff. And I said, oh yeah, I know. I've been doing this a while, but not Walmart's, because usually I told him it takes a long time to get your order. So he understood. He's like, yeah, sometimes that can be a while. So we were mostly just talking about how he wants to get a car like this. Because I think he said he drives a Jeep Cherokee. So he was saying that that's not, you know, it's getting old or whatever. And I was like, yeah, Jeep Cherokees are known for not having a long lifespan, and they have a lot of mechanical problems over time. So we were just shooting the breeze. And now I don't even know where we're going. I don't even know what is the first stop. I don't know nothing. Let me see if I can figure it out. Let's see. Our first stop is going to be for somebody, and I think they're in the back seat. I think this person is in the back seat. And they are not far from here. They are, let's see, they are 6 minutes away, 2 miles. So not bad at all. So they're a very close distance away. All I've got to do is get over there. This is so fun because it's something different. I'm excited. And I can't wait to see how much money we get. All right, well, we'll see what happens when we get there. The worst thing about this particular delivery situation is that there's cases of water. I think there's 3 cases of water for one person and 1 case for another. So that's the only negative. Everything else is just, you know, it's just usual grocery stuff. So it's like whatever. But the challenge will be if it's an apartment. But so the first one is not an apartment. It appears to just be a house. Okay, we're here at the first stop, or we're almost there. It's gonna make a left here. And then it's going to be on the right-hand side. And let's see if we can find the number. Here it is. We're here. How exciting. All right, well, that drop-off was complete. I was still getting used to everything, so I forgot to video record. So I was like, well, I got to learn how to use this new app. But there was nothing too exciting to mention. All I did was I took the order to their front door and dropped it off. And it was a small order. So the biggest one will be number 3. And I think that's the last drop off. That one's going to be a major one. So hang on to your hats for that one. I'm sure I'll be huffing and puffing when we deliver that one. Now the process to deliver for that particular one was a little bit more trickier than I thought, in that you had to let them know where you dropped it off in the first menu. So I said front door. Then it asked me to take a picture and try to include the address number in the picture if possible, which I couldn't. So that didn't happen. And then after I took the picture, oh, there's a fire station here and a fire truck's coming out. And so after I took the picture, then it started asking me all these other questions, like, how was your experience? And it was asking me like all these stupid questions. It was asking, like, did you need a security code to get in? All these dumb questions. I'm like, I don't have time for these questions. Just let's move on to the next one. But, you know, I had to answer them all. So I did. And then that was it. And so the menu system is very clunky. And so then it told me, oh, and it also told me I had to scan the barcode to confirm I was delivering the right order, which that made sense. But yeah, the app has a lot of menus, and so it's really confusing. And luckily it was very simple and straightforward. So there was no human to interact with. But it did require a picture. So it looks like every single time, no matter what, I've got to get a picture of the order, even if I guess the person is there. I guess, I mean, unless there's probably, because I said front door, it asked for the picture. If I would have selected handed to the customer, it would have bypassed that. So anyway, we're just about 1 more mile away from the drop off. So this has been kind of fun and crazy. Probably tell in my behavior that I'm also just a little bit nervous because, you know, there's a lot of unknowns. Like, I know how to do this damn job, but I'm just saying, because of the app, you know, the requirements of the app, I'm always worried that, you know, how do I get out of a jam? Because I'm so used to dealing with the other apps and how to get out of jams. And this one I'm completely unfamiliar with as far as dealing with issues and using the app to get myself out of the jam that I might get myself in. So that's the only sticking point right now. And I think that's why I'm nervous, is like, what do I do Like, I know how to take the stuff to the door, but like, what do I do in the app to complete the order? That's the real sticking point for me right now. Time is 8:31 a.m. It's now been officially an hour since I have accepted this order, but it looks like it's going to pay me anywhere from $30 to $35. So really, I have all the way up until I have another 30 minutes left until it's time. All right, we're pulling on up. Let's see where this one is. It looks like it's this house here on the left with the Dodge pickup truck. And they make it real easy for me to access their front door, as you can see, or as you can't. All right, let's go. All right, well, I dropped that one off. And once again, I'm still too nervous to film because my hands are super full of groceries and they're not even in, organized in bags. It's very chaotic still, because I'm not used to the routine. And so I have to figure out how to get myself organized. And this next one is the granddaddy one. There are so much stuff that the entire trunk is loaded full with stuff. Super full. So I'm just like, 100% we won't be filming on this next one. So the next one is just 0.7 miles from here. 3 more minutes and we'll be there. And then it looks like it's an apartment. So it's probably, I bet you anything, it's going to be on the 3rd floor, and that's why they're tipping so much. I'd be willing to wager. And you watched, there's going to be no gate code either, because I think I know where we're going to. I think I know this apartment complex, and it normally has a gate code. So we'll see what happens. Oh, good, the gate's open. So that is one blessing. One good blessing is the gate is open. So we're in. Now we just have to find it. And I don't think they put a building number. So now we're just going to wander around since we don't know what we're doing. All right, well, that order is now delivered. It's 8:53 a.m. So that just gives me enough time to get back home. Although I'm going to be late on my next thing. Although it's not urgent. There's not a critical time to be back home. It's just a suggested time. But yeah, that wasn't too bad at all. I mean, I would say that the size of the grocery orders is much larger than I would expect from DoorDash or UberEats. They're huge orders of stuff. That particular one was huge. I don't know how many trips I made. I must have made about, I would say I made probably about at least 5 trips back and forth to the car. And that was using my UberEats delivery tote bags, and it was still intense. And the water, which I thought was going to be the biggest issue, was not. It was actually just the large amount of groceries that had to be delivered. That was the real issue. And they were so poorly packed in the bags that when you lifted the bags up, sometimes merchandise would come out of the bags because they were so topsy-turvy and how the bags were shoved in the back of the trunk. And since I didn't organize the back seat, somebody else did, it was all like a complete surprise to me what I was dealing with. So there was like a watermelon back there, a cantaloupe was back there. There was like unshooked corn. Is that what it's called? Unshooked. You know, it has the skin still on it. The husk, unhusked corn. So there was just a lot of surprises. I'm like, what the heck is this? And so that made it kind of difficult in that regards, because I had no mental assessment of what was heavy and what could roll around. And then their porch, it was very lucky they were close to where parking was. I was so lucky in that regards. They were so close to parking. And then the greatest gift of all, they were on the 1st floor. That was like a miracle in itself, because the Walmart cases of water are almost double the size of a regular grocery store case of water. So they're extremely heavy. And so I was very fortunate that this particular apartment was not only close to the parking, to where you park, but it was also on the 1st floor. So everything worked out good. So I would say all in all, I had a positive experience for my first Walmart Spark delivery. It was a positive experience. The only true negative was just the long wait time, but I was just glad that there was a friendly employee at Walmart to chit chat with, and he didn't have any attitude or anything, so he was very easygoing. So that made it nice. And then it was, of course, nice that the deliveries were short miles. So that was also very, very nice. So that's it. So right now I'm headed back home. I gotta go get a new faucet, a new kitchen sink faucet. So I'll let you guys, hopefully I'll be back to do some more deliveries, but then again, maybe I'll be too tired and this will be the end. I did a screen capture of my earnings, and because it takes, I think they said it takes 24 hours before you'll actually know how much they tipped. So right now I'm only guaranteed right now $11.88 for all that time. And then there's $17.34 that's potentially waiting for me to be given if they don't take away the tip. So who knows, maybe the guy that I just delivered to, that huge grocery order, he'll be upset because maybe things were not packed right or whatever. Like, I had nothing to do with that. Or maybe something got smushed, but I would have nothing to do with that either, because I didn't pack it in the trunk, so I have no idea. So this is once again like an UberEats situation where you don't really know what's going to happen 24 hours from now, and that's a long wait. That's going to be 9 a.m. tomorrow is when we'll know how it went. So I think this will be the last Spark delivery for the day, because I want to just see if this particular order, if things worked out, and if they worked out, then I'll continue. But if somebody stiffs me significantly on the tip, I'm not using this app. Because these orders, there's a lot of things that are just out of your control. I mean, I was just hoping that the food was not spoiled, because who knows how long it was just waiting there in their waiting bay, in those stupid tote crates, those plastic tote crates that they have at Walmart. Who knows how long it was just sitting there unrefrigerated and getting warm. So who knows? The thing I noticed is in the earnings for the Walmart Spark, it just says the total amount of money I earned just for showing up and delivering, no tips, but it makes no mention about what the additional amount was that I received for having to sit there for that 15 minutes waiting for them to bring out the order. So there's no dollar amount. So I have absolutely no idea how much additional money they paid me for waiting there the 15 minutes. It's just a solid $11.88 is what is showing up in the earnings, in the confirmed earnings, not the confirmed earnings plus the additional wait time. Maybe it'll show up 24 hours from now. We'll see. But for right now, they're, once again, look, that's sneaky. They're not revealing what that is. So that way you'll in your mind, you'll create your own imaginary number of what they paid you. Okay, well, I'm back at home. And things went long at the hardware store. So this is going to wrap everything up. Take a look at the totals. And you can see at the top, you can see how many miles we drove now. And you can also see the hours that we worked. And you can see the total amount of money that we made. And that's just going to include the Walmart tips as well, assuming that we get them. And so that's it. So that's everything. So we're ending here with a tropical scenery background with my shower curtain behind us. So that's it. So we will see you guys all on the next one. All right. Take care for now. Bye-bye.